Welcome to my video lecture based on electrical machine tool, paper code PCEE 501. In this lecture, we will mainly deal with special machines which is based on stepper motor. Myself Rumrum Banerjee, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department, Dr. Sudhir Chandrasekhar Institute of Technology and Sports Complex. In this lecture, we will highlight about a special type of electrical machine, that is stepper motor. Stepper motor is a different kind of electrical motor which will work basically on different step angles. With different step angle, this motor is basically operated, and in the mechanism where we need to operate the motor with some angular features, there we can use stepper motors. So let us begin with our topic, that is on stepper motor. A stepper motor or step motor or stepping motor is a brushless DC electric motor that divides the full rotation into number of equal steps. The motor's position can then be commanded to move and hold at one of the steps without any position sensor for feedback, as long as the motor is carefully sized to the application in respect to torque and speed. So, basically stepper motor is also called as step motors or stepping motor, and it is basically brushless type DC motor, and brushless DC motor is included in the syllabus of markout curriculum. That means you have to understand that whenever we are talking about brushless DC motor, we are talking about stepper motor, and it is basically divides full rotation into a number of equal steps. That means we know that full rotation means 360 degree, and this 360 degree have to cover with different steps. Suppose we have 12 steps, that means 360 divided by 12, that much of angle will be covered for each step by the stepper motor. The motor's position can then be commanded to move and hold at one of the steps without any position sensor for feedback, as long as the motor is carefully sized to the application in respect to the torque and speed. So that is another aspect of stepper motor, that as long as the motor is carefully sized to the application in respect to torque and speed. So now we will go to another part, that is what is step angle. The factor I am telling that the total rotation will be based on the step angle of the stepper motor. So what is step angle? Basically the angle by which the rotor of a stepper motor moves when one pulse is applied to the stator is called step angle. This is expressed in the degrees, and the resolution of this positioning of the stepper motor is decided by the step angle. So the angle by which the rotor of a stator motor moves when one pulse is applied to the stator is called step angle. This is expressed in degrees. The resolution of this positioning of the stepper motor is decided by the step angle. Now the question is, what is resolution? Resolution equals to number of steps divided by the number of revolution of the rotor. That means the revolution we can calculate by using the number of steps divided by the number of revolution of the rotor. Now for variable reluctance stepper motor, our angle alpha is 360 divided by ms into nr, where ms is the number of stator phases and nr is the number of rotor teeth. So by using this simple formula, we can calculate the step angle alpha, that is 360 divided by ms into nr, where ms is the number of stator phases and nr is the number of stator rotor teeth. Another way we can calculate the angle alpha, step angle, that is ns minus nr by ns into nr into 360 degree, where ns is the stator poles. It is not synchronous speed, okay? You have to remember that for stepper motor we have denoted ns as stator poles. So here we have discussed about step angle, resolution, and how the step angle can be calculated. Those things we have highlighted here. Now we will discuss with some numerical problems based on this step angle resolution of stepper motor. So our first numerical is calculate the stepping angle for a 3-stack 16-tooth variable reluctance motor. We know that the formula for stepping angle is alpha, that is 360 divided by ms into nr, where ms is the number of stacks and nr is the number of rotor teeth. So here all the values, here stack is 3 and the total tooth is 16. So we have put these values and we have calculated the step angle is 7.5 degree per step. Okay. Now we will go to our next problem. Calculate the stepping angle of a 3-phase 24-pole permanent magnet stepper motor. So here it has been mentioned that our stepper motor is of 3-phase and it is 24 poles. So our step angle will be 360 divided by ms into nr, and putting this value we have calculated that 5 degree per step. Next problem. A hybrid variable reluctance motor has 8 main poles which have been castellated to have 5 teeth each. Calculate the stepping angle if the rotor has 50 teeth. So the number of stator teeth here is 8 into 5, that means 40, and rotor teeth is 50. So putting this value in the formula, that is alpha equals to nr minus ns by nr into ns into 360, we have calculated the step angle is 1.8 degree. So our calculated step angle is 1.8 degree. So we have calculated here 3 numerical problems based on these formulas of step angle and resolutions, and we have solved that how the step angles can be calculated by using this formula, where the number of stacks or rotor teeth or the number of phase or rotor teeth mean number of poles are defined. Now the application of stepper motor. Stepper motor have a wide range of applications. Since they are digitally controlled, they are eminently suitable for use the computer control system. It also used in machine tools, tape drivers, floppy disk drives, printer, XY plotters, robotics, textile industry, integrated circuit fabrication and electric watches, etc. So taper motors are microwatt level, are used in wristwatches, while in machine tools, stepper motor with ratings of several tens of kilowatt may be found. So we can see that stepper motor have a wide range of applications because in various devices there is a control of angles. That means minimum amount of angular changes is required at the time of rotation. So those things are basically used by using stepper motors, and we can see that these applications are mainly based on the computer control systems. Apart from them, it is also used in machine tools, tape drivers, floppy disk drives, printers, XY plotters, robotics, textile industry, integrated circuit, fabrication, electric watches, etc. And stepper motor with microwatt level are used in wristwatches, while in machine tools, stepper motors with ratings of several tens of kilowatts may be found. So these are the applications for stepper motor. Now, if we highlight about the stepper motors can be three types. One is variable reluctance type, another one is permanent magnet type, and third one is hybrid type or combination of variable reluctance and permanent magnet type. So, in variable reluctance stepper motor, the principle of operation of variable reluctance stepper motor is based on the property of flux lines to occupy the low reluctance path. And the stator and rotor therefore get aligned such that the magnetic reluctance is minimum, and a variable reluctance stepper motor can be single stack type or multi-stack type also. Our next type of stepper motor is permanent magnet type stepper motor. And the permanent magnet stepper motor has a stator construction similar to that of single stack variable reluctance motor. The rotor is cylindrical and consists of permanent magnet poles made of high retentivity steel. The concentrated windings on diametrically opposite poles are connected in series to form the two-phase winding on the stator. The rotor poles align with the stator teeth depending on the excitation of the winding. The two coils A and A' connected in series from a phase A winding, and similarly two coils are connected in series from phase B, and stator windings are then excited. Third one is hybrid stepper motor. A hybrid stepper motor combines with features of variable reluctance and permanent magnet stepper motor. An axial permanent magnet is provided in the middle of the rotor, and the permanent magnet is axially magnetized to produce a pair of poles marked N and S, and two end caps are fitted at both ends of the axial magnet. The end caps consist of equal number of teeth which are magnetized by the respective polarities of the axial magnet, and cross section of the two ends of the rotor caps are just like permanent magnet and reluctance type stepper motor. So the advantage of hybrid type stepper motor, it has small step angle greater torque per unit volume. Thirdly, provides retained torque with winding de-energized. And fourthly, less tendency of resonant. Fifth, high efficiency at lower speeds and lower step angles. But it also has some disadvantages like higher inertia and weight due to presence of rotor magnet. Secondly, performance affected by change in magnetic strength. Thirdly, most costly than variable reluctance stepper motor. So these are all about stepper motors, and we have also highlighted the applications part. But we have to remember that in case of application, the stepper motors are manufactured in size ranging from milliwatt to 100 watts and maximum torque values up to 15 Newton meter, and step angles typically 1.8 degree to 90 mechanical degrees. So step motors are microwatt level, are used in wristwatches, and while in machine tools, stepper motors with rating of several tens to kilowatts may be found. And apart from the stepper motor, there is another type of special machine that is also known as permanent magnet DC motor, PMDC. And in permanent magnet DC motor are those whose are made of permanent magnets. A permanent magnet DC motors are radically magnetized and mounted on the inner periphery of the cylindrical stator, steel stator. So we have to remember that apart from this stepper motor, we have also permanent magnet DC motors where the stator are made of permanent magnet. Those are also included in the part of stepper motors. And the speed variations of permanent magnet DC motors cannot be controlled by flux control method, and the speed and torque of permanent magnet DC motor can be controlled by armature voltage control method and armature rheostat control and chopper control. These motors are therefore used only for motor speed below the base speed are required. They cannot be operated above the base speed. So permanent magnet speed DC motors have a speed control method that is limited to armature control. Speed controlling is limited to armature control. That part we have to remember for permanent magnet DC motor. Okay, the speed controlling is very important. And the advantage of permanent magnet DC motors are, since the motor do not require field windings, do not have field circuit copper losses. This will increase the efficiency. Secondly, because no space is required for field winding, these motors are smaller than corresponding wound pole motors. But there are also some disadvantages that permanent magnets cannot produce a high flux density as an externally supplied shunt field. Therefore, a permanent magnet DC motor has a lower induced torque per ampere of armature current IA than a shunt motor of the same rating. There is a risk of magnetization of poles, which may be caused by large armature currents. Demagnetization may also be caused by excessive heating, which can occur if the motor is overloaded over a prolonged period. And thirdly, the magnetic field of the permanent magnet DC motors is present at all times even when the motor is not being used. Some application part I will highlight now about permanent magnet DC motors. PMDC motors are used in many applications ranging from traction to several horsepower. They are used extensively in automobiles to operate windshield wipers and washers, to raise and lower windows, to drive blowers for heaters and air conditioners, and in computer drives, etc. Millions of such motors are used in toy industries, and other application of permanent magnet DC motors are in the electric toothbrushes, portable vacuum cleaners, food mixers, portable electric tools such as drill, trimmers, they are used. So these are all about our special machines, and this is my last lecture about special machines. Thank you all for listening my lecture.